Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis. Another new all-time high for the SPY. When is it gonna end? Well, you check in history, these up moves like these, they usually end when a critical support level fails. False breakout setup or exhaustion gaps is what we're looking for if you are a bear. Okay, as of right now, we're just continuing to clear critical resistant levels. I've been telling you guys for a while now. I had that 1.786 fib level at 498.9. Guys, we cleared that. And of course, we closed at 501.2. We closed above that big 500 level. So, if you are a bear and you want to pull back, that's what you got to look out for. Those two levels, especially 498.9, since is the fib level, it's got to break back down. If it breaks down, I got a bunch of support levels, okay? If that 498.9 level fails. But the main support level I would want you guys to pay attention to is the 496 level. All right, remember, this was the pivot high from February. Once we cleared it, it led to a new all-time high. Of course, watch out for 494. 492 and 490.5. All right, 494 and 492 were like buy and sell zones when we were chopping, and of course 490.5 is a fib level with 489 below that. Those are the levels to watch. Take it one level at a time. If we are gonna break down, then those are the levels that need to fail. Give us a false breakout setup of those levels. Otherwise, guys, as long as above 498.9, I would overall stay bullish. Previous high was 501.65. If that level clears, guys, we're going to new all-time highs, and I don't have a fib level until 509.6ish. All right, guys, so below 498.9, we could get a pullback, and above it, guys, the up move is likely to continue. Speaking of up move, we cleared that 433.6ish level, got us a new all-time high. And the pivot high is 437.85. So you can round that up to 438. If that clears, we're likely going into the 440s to new uncharted territory. If we're going to get bears, like I said, we need a false breakout setup. So I got 435 and 433.6. Those levels fail. We could get a pullback down to 430.5, 429, and maybe 426.8. Okay? Don't call it top. Watch for those false breakout setups or exhaustion gaps. Let me see. IWM also broke out a critical fib level, the 199. If it could stay above 199, I'm bullish. 201, 203 plus are all in play. To be bearish, it's got to break down back below 199. Preferably break down 196.4 as well to be bearish, and I would look to short if those levels fail. Could get a double top. All right. Could get a double top around that 199.5-ish zone. But yeah, I would stay bullish, especially if we clear that zone, 199.5. We clear that, could see more upside. Drop below 199 and 196.4, we could see a deeper pullback to the downside. All right. NVDA cleared my 720.4 level. This is a new all-time high. Above it, I have the next fib extension level at 727 and 732.6. So above 720.4, I would stay bullish. Watch for a breakout of 723 to trigger more upside. Now, if we're below 720.4, that tells us NVDA is not ready to go higher yet above this fib level. So it's likely we could pull back. And there is a critical pullback level at that 709.4 level. And if that level fails, we are bearish. I am bearish and favoring a deeper pullback on NVDA. All right. So above 720.4, stay bullish. Below, we could get a pullback. Tesla finally cleared this 192.7 fib level that I got, but it just back tested the 194 level. If it wants to show follow through, it's got to clear 194 to put a bottom in, and we could go see higher levels, 203.6, maybe go fill the gap around 207.5-ish. If we break back below 192.7 and 190, false breakout setup, we are likely heading back to the downside. Okay, guys? Apple, if you can clear that 50 daily moving average and 191.2 fib level, bullish. We are heading up higher. All right. Now we tested that 50 daily moving average as a resistance. So for me to trust a rejection, 187 and 185.7 still must fail to give us lower lows. All right. AMD, still watching at 172.5 level. It's still yet to have cleared it. If it wants to be bullish, 172.5 has to clear first, and to put a bottom in, 176.5 needs to break out of this green trend line to put a bottom in. Otherwise, we're still in correction mode, and a breakdown of 169, a buy zone here, would be a good sign that we are heading down lower, down to 164 at least, and below 164, a much deeper drop to the downside is in play, possibly up down to 157.3. That's the next fib level there. Okay, Amazon, we managed to close above my fib level. My fib level was at 171.45. As long as above 171.45, I would stay bullish on Amazon. If we break out 175, we could head up to 179. All right. If you want to switch back to bearish, it's got to drop below 171.45 and 170 to be bearish and give us a pullback to the downside, guys. I'm giving you the critical pivot levels. I don't want to give you guys too much levels, just the critical one. That's the level to watch, okay, to be bullish or bearish. Speaking of Netflix, well, I wasn't talking about Netflix, but looking at Netflix, still in consolidation mode. Look like it's building a flag here. Starting to see a clearer picture of what NVDA is trying, of what Netflix is trying to do. I mean, it was basing. It gave us some crazy move to the upside, some ridiculous moves to the upside. Basing. So, like I said, to put a bottom and to like really be bullish, and to end this consolidation period, it's got to get above 571.7. I've been saying that, but seeing this picture, it just makes me believe it even more. And of course, a breakdown of 555 would be very bearish for Netflix. All right, anything in between is still chop. And if you want to trade chop, good luck. Meta, I'm still bullish as long as above 454. Resistance is at 472-ish. If we clear it, we could get some more upside, possibly back up to 485-ish, okay? Now, there is support at 464 and 459-ish. If those levels fail, we could backtest 454 again, and below 454 is when I would fully be bearish in favor of some profit, like some real deal profit-taking price action, all right? Google, big bounce, cleared that 147-ish fib level that I had, 147.3. Now is it hit the 150.3-ish fib level. If that can clear, 153 and 155 plus are in play. All right, I would get back to bearish if 149 and 147.3 fail for the false breakout. And I'll favor more downside, back down to 144, 142.3, maybe down to 138-ish, okay? Here is Microsoft. New all-time highs. I am bullish on as long as above 412 and 415, okay? If you want to get bearish, look to short below 415 and 412. Otherwise, new all-time highs. Next resistance at 421. If that clears, 424 fib level is in play, all right? SMCI. If it clears 747.5 on Monday, we are likely seeing new all-time high, more upside. It's crazy price action. This is not for the rookies or the inexperienced. I'm telling you, if you can't handle high IV, this is not for you. Stick with SPY. All right, stick with Triple Q. Anyway, 747.5 clears. We're seeing more upside. I don't have fib level until 762. If we're going to get bearish, 740 and 736 must fail as support. Putting 728 and 720 in play, possibly down to 710. All right, guys. Now, let's go to the option flow. That was my wife's Whatnot store, by the way. You guys, my wife has a store on Whatnot. Let me know if you guys are interested. You can support my wife's business. Anyways, 501.27. 63% of Darkpool activity was at that 501.27 level. 3.3 billion in premium. Holy moly. And then there's 1.7 billion in premium at 498.4. Okay, guys, add those levels to your charts. Now, I had some members ask me, how come we can't see buys and sell orders? I mean, we do see the buys. But where's all the sell orders? Okay, so for my tier 3 members, this is what you do. You go to, you see historical flow, you go to flow overview. Flow overview is under historical flows. You go to flow overview. It's going to tell you the bullish flows, and it's going to tell you the bearish flows. You can look at the stocks. You can look at ETFs, right? Like we like to look at ETFs. Now look at SPY has a lot of buy orders. You look at SPY, you see they're selling puts. You see all the sells, sells. They're selling puts, a lot of sellings of the puts. And when they buy, they're buying a lot of calls. All right, so you can see the sells and the buy, like the bearish flow. You look at QQQ, you can see all the buys. People are buying puts on QQQ, and they're selling calls on QQQ. Okay, guys, so that's for tier 3 members. Or if you're just a regular cheddar flow, I hope you knew that was there. I don't know if the cheddar flow guy told you. Anyways, here is SPY. Filter for 100K premiums or above. And it is bullish. As you guys saw in the flow overview, you guys see there was a bunch of people, what they're buying and selling, okay? But overall, SPY is bullish. QQQ is probably bearish. No, it's bullish. What the hell? Okay. IWM is bullish. NVDA, bullish. Tesla is bullish. Apple is bullish. I'm surprised QQQ is, what the hell? AMD. But I mean, there were a lot of buying of the puts and selling of the calls for QQQ. AMD is bullish. Netflix. Ain't nobody rolling with Netflix. Oh, Meta is bearish. Google's bullish. Microsoft is bullish, and SMCI. I mean, everything is just bullish except for Meta. I don't know what to tell you guys. This is what Cheddar Flow is showing me. I'm just reporting it. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.